Seniors Living is a skilled nursing facility here in town. So we provide nursing assistance and also therapies to generally a geriatric population, but we do get some younger folks in there as well. It started off as just like, how do we get our residents out for like the normal kind of established program? And then Adrian came back and was like, we really enjoyed it. Like, here's an idea for this winter program. And so that just kind of grew from it. I would say all of the residents at Sage, they have either physical or cognitive impairments, most of the times a combination of both. But I've found that the residents are looking forward to it. They're remembering, okay, Thursdays we're gonna go riding, asking like, is it my week to go? When before I couldn't get them to remember, like, you know, we've got this event on this day. Probably 3 out of the 4 residents or participants we have don't really have any experience riding horses. You know, we have a 90-something-year-old who's doing it for the first time, and I think that's really cool. The staff here, they're just wonderful. Like, they have great back and forth conversation with the residents. I feel like they make them feel very seen and very human, which in like a healthcare setting, sometimes you don't feel that way. So I think that interaction has been like really beneficial for the residents. I think it really is like a whole body, whole person benefit to them. But I think the biggest thing that we all have noticed is just kind of like the general quality of life. So I'd say that's probably the biggest benefit we've seen.